Uh-oh, you guys. Low battery. Better make this quick. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Draw It Too. My name's Ramny, and this is another episode of How to Draw, the show where I teach you how to draw your favorite characters in easy-to-follow, simple, step-by-step instructions. So if you guys like what you see, please hit the subscribe button down below. Today, we are going to be drawing, surprisingly, one of the more popular requests that I get in the comments, and that, of course, is Cisco Ramon, also known as Vibe, a really obscure character from the comics who, ever since the Flash TV show, has risen in popularity. Ever since his introduction in the first episode, Cisco has become a fan favorite from the TV show. For one, because he provides the technology that is being used in the show. Number two, because he is this representation of nerds in mainstream media, from just how nerdy he is with technology, and also from the pop culture references that he always makes in the TV show, something that he and I have in common. And number three, because he is one of the funniest characters in that TV show. I swear, he is hilarious. So today I'm going to show you guys how to draw his costume, more specifically from season 3, the episode where he fought Gypsy and won. Spoiler alert, by the way. I know he's had other costumes in the TV show, one as an evil doppelganger called Reverb. But yeah, we're going to focus on season 3 of The Flash, that costume for Vibe. As always, what you need for this tutorial is a pencil, an eraser, any type of white paper, and black ink pen so you can ink afterwards. As you're watching this tutorial, remember that you can pause at any time so you can catch up on your drawings. Remember, we all draw at different speeds, so find a pace that works for you and stick to it. And of course, if your drawings look a little different than mine, that is completely fine. So having said all of that, you guys, let's get to the tutorial. For our drawing of Vibe, I've got my paper in landscape mode, and we're just going to draw Vibe pretty much up to his waist. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's first draw the outline, and we're going to start by drawing the circle for his head at the top here, about that big. And from that circle, we're just going to draw the sides, and then just the chin. He's gonna have a rounded face. Usually, I like to draw them. The face is a little bit longer, but for Vibe, for Cisco, he's got a pretty round face, so we're gonna draw that. And then I'm going to draw the neck coming down, and then I'm going to start drawing in the shoulders. So here's one shoulder and here's the other shoulder. And while we're doing that, I'm also going to draw a line going straight down, and that's going to be the center of his body. Okay, right here I'm gonna close that off. So that's the top of his jacket there, the collar. Okay, so this goes this way and this goes this way, and you wanna find the edge of the shoulders, not too far. That's a little too far. So this is a good amount right there, and we do the same thing on this side. And then we create a V shape, and you want to try to make sure that the left and the right sides are the same, and you don't want it too narrow because he's going to have a really small waist if you do that. But for Cisco, he doesn't have quite like a muscular feature. He's he's shorter, he's more rounded, so the V shape is going to go just not too steep, well, really steep. It doesn't go in too much of an angle, so that's about good. And then I'm just going to end it right there. I'll draw his shoulders. For his shoulders, I'm going to find his chest by drawing a line across. And then from here, I'm just going to create this little semicircle there and another semicircle here. Now I'm going to exaggerate his features a little bit. Now Cisco's not really known for being muscular, but we could add a little bit of a bulk to his arms. So what I'm doing is I'm expanding his shoulders a little bit. I'm making his shoulders a little bit wider. And then I am also widening his arms, his biceps. They go down like this, and then the triceps on this side goes down and then goes in a little bit and goes further down. So I'm going to create that on both sides. And then his forearm, it just goes down like that. I'm not going to draw the rest of the arm, although I mean he's got his gauntlets there. We're not going to have any space to do the gauntlet, so we'll just have to skip it for now. Okay, this goes down, this goes out like this, and then down. So we've got the basic shape for Vibe, his jacket right here. Create a little fold right there. We'll work on that a little bit later. Same thing over here, little fold. Okay, close that off, and then down here are the pants. And we're not going to draw any details in the pants. I'm just going to draw the outline like that, and also a little shape like that to show the little zipper area. And that's it. So let's start working on Vibe. Let me zoom in and let's work on the face. going to erase the bottom of that circle that we did initially, and we're going to first figure out where his hair is going to go. Now, Cisco is known for having quite long hair, and he doesn't have, well, I guess it depends on the season, or it depends on the show, but it's got a little side part, but not too far off from the center. And it goes this way, like that, to the side of his face. And then this one sort of goes around like this. This one sort of angles down. This one goes like that, and it goes right there. Okay. Right here, this little part, I'm going to draw a little line going out, and then a line. It's very angled, and it sort of goes down, and it goes into a curl. Like here's curly bits right here. So let's leave it like that for now. Let's get up the top again, across, angle, down, and it spreads out into his curls at the bottom. There you go. Sort of got the gist of his hair. Fix that up, just stylize it, make it look nice. Okay, so let's. I'm going to draw the brow, and it's where I put where the hair sort of meets the side of the face is a good spot for it. But if you don't have that spot right there, that's fine. You just want to draw a line going across right here, leaving this much space for the forehead. And then I'm going to draw another line going this way to the bottom of the sunglasses there. Not sunglasses, they're the vibe glasses. Okay, it goes like that. I'm going to draw a little spot right there and above right there. And I'm going to start shaping the glasses. I keep wanting to say sunglasses. Okay, so here's that. Before I continue, from here, I just want to create a little line that goes to that point, and from here to there. That indicates the front of the face, and this is, of course, going to be the side of the face. Do it lightly. We're gonna fix it later on. Okay, so now let's draw a triangle right here. Goes like that. This right here, you don't want to make a sharp turn, so you want to curve it like that on both sides. And once you get here, you want to curve it right here as well. Okay, so it goes up like that, and then goes to the side of the face, right there and right there. You want to make sure that the sides are even, that it looks the same on this side as in the side mirror image of each other. Okay, now Cisco's got a pretty distinct facial features, and I'm going to start from here, and I'm just going to create these lines that go down to his jaw like that, and his nose is going to be right here. Okay, so first thing is I'm going to draw this line right here for his nose, and then 2 lines above it. So I sort of want to create this shape right there, just like that. And then the sides of the nostrils right there. So Cisco's got he's got a wide nose. You want to try to capture that as much as you can. I mean, like I said, it doesn't need to look like the actor who plays Cisco, right? There you go. And let's just draw the mouth, starting right here. Let's give him a little smirk. So I'm going to draw this line a little flat. Usually you like to go down on the mouth, like that. Okay, you want to give him a little smile. Here's the upper lip. And then here's the bottom lip. Like that. Let me fix that a little bit. There you go. And then side of the nose, wrinkles going out to the tips of the mouth. Okay, once you have that, you can erase your guidelines. You don't really need much anymore. Okay. Draw the ears below the glasses. So right here is the top of the ear there. And you want to bring that to about here. Having them stick out a little bit. Okay. And you know what, let's create some cheekbones just so that his face doesn't look too wide. Let's try that again. Okay, right here and right here. Now let's close off the jaw. That's about right. This jaw's not that square. There you go. That's as good a face as we can make it for this tutorial, so let's leave it at that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of his hair, and it sort of goes into his neck like this. Like that. Sort of makes it look like he's got a thin neck, but we all know it's because the hair covers part of it. And while we're at it, let's start drawing the the design, the little design that he's got in his glasses. So first I'm going to sort of create an outline like this, but only on the inside where the nose part is. Sort of goes out like that. Okay, at the top here I go line going down, across, down, and just like that, so it sort of covers the top right part of the glasses, and it goes to the what do you call those parts of the glasses that go over the ear? So you kind of want it to go like that. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, same thing on the other side. There you go. Now we're going to simplify this. It's got a lot of detail, but for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to make it not too detailed. Okay, now right here I'm going to draw a little trapezoid shape right there, and right here. Okay. Now let's figure out a line from here going across. They're going across like that, and same thing down here. I'm going across. Draw that lightly, because what we're going to do now is we're going to first draw those lines, and then that line right there, and this line right here. It sort of goes to the right and then goes back out, and this side goes to, it goes to the right and then goes back out to the left, and then this one goes to the left and goes back up to the right. That is what I'm trying to say. Let's make them meet down here, and then over here goes this way and then up like that. This way and up and like that. Okay, now we're going to draw a series of lines. 1, 2, and I'll do 2 more. 3, 4. There you go. Then 1 more right here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then one more. Just going to draw a rectangle right there. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Last thing, maybe we'll create a little rectangle right here, a rectangle right here, and that's Vibe sunglasses. Let's just draw the eyebrows sort of sticking out from behind. There you go, right there and right there. And there you go, there's Cisco. Let's draw some hair going down the ears. Okay. Okay, hair goes behind the ears, and it goes out over here, and once you reach over here, it sort of curls. So here you kind of want the hair to go a little random, and you also kind of want it to go over the shoulder line. So it's straight going at the top here, like that, straight going behind the ear, and then under the ear, it curls. So just take your time and try to make that look, as nice as you can. And don't forget, it sort of goes over the shoulder line as well. There you go. Just gonna draw this little line above the mouth and below the nose. And then behind the ear, or in the ear, just gonna draw the ears like that. Now, from here, I'm just going to draw a line going down. That's for the neck. And once you guys have all of that, let's zoom out and let's draw the rest of Cisco, or Vibe. Okay, so let's start over here with a collar. Create a line going across this way. Okay. And then you see this little initial line that we did for the collar. Draw a line going across, but before you meet in the center, you want to angle it down. There and there. All right. Now I'm going to draw 2 lines going down the middle. Just like that. And then now I'm going to draw 2 more lines going down the middle here and here, about this far. And a line going down the middle of those. Right there and right here. Okay. Now for the armpit area, I'm going to create a little a line that goes up to the shoulder line from here to there. I'm going to do that twice, and I want to make this triangle shape just like this. I'm going to connect that to the rest of the hair. And I'll do the same thing over here. This and this. There you go. If you guys want to get into more detail, you can add the seams going down there and right here. All right. Now, find a spot right here and right here, and then we're going to bring it down to about here. Okay, so we're going to draw lines from there to there, and we're going to continue them to about here, there, and here. All right, now we are going to divide them into 6. So here's a line going down the middle. Here's a line going down the middle right here. Okay, so this is going to be divided into 6, so this needs to be divided into 3. So I'll draw 2 lines there and 2 lines here, 2 lines here, and 2 lines over here, and then just bring them across, just like that. Same thing here now, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, and 2. And just draw some lines going across. Excuse me. Okay, so there's a Vibes, well, just part of Vibes' jacket right there. Let's draw the rest of the jacket, and then we'll fill in some details in a bit. From here, we're going to go down to there. Okay, let's do that twice. Same thing on this side. I kind of made it a little rounded. There you go. Now he's got some side pockets. Just a line like that right here. And right here, I'm going to follow the curve because, you know, it sort of follows the curve of the jacket because it's the side pocket and it's zippered. So I want to kind of pay attention to how the pocket or how the jacket is curling. There you go. And then let's start to get into the details of the jacket. Let's zoom in, and I want to tell you guys what to do. Okay, starting from the bottom of these, or starting at the bottom of this shape, which is pretty much here above the second line. So skip this first line, go on the second line, and draw a line going across like that. And you want to do that each time for all of these lines, but not the top. And you want to try to be even with all of them, so just take your time. So you want to double up on the lines, all of these lines except for the first line. All right. There you go. Now let's start to create the diamond patterns. He's got squarish diamond patterns on his jacket, and I'm going to start right here actually, and I'm going to create a line like this and like this. Okay, and about this much apart, you want to start making those lines, and you want to do the same thing, same distance apart, same angle and everything here at the top. Okay, we've got that. You want to make sure that you are doing this at 90 degrees. So let's look at one of your lines and think of making an L shape that is 90 degrees. Not worrying about this line right here. Just start making 90-degree lines about same distance apart as what you did initially. And if you do that, that should create some squares. There you go. Excuse me. All right. And then right here, I'm just going to puff it up a little bit on this side. Okay. Now, here at the bottom, I'm just going to take these two middle lines and then go across like this. And this thing right here goes across to the other side. Oh, sorry about that. There you go. Sort of take these two middle lines and go across to either side like that. This line right here goes this way. Okay, this one right here goes this way. And then this one right here, again, goes that way. And this one goes this way. And then just a line right here, close off the zipper part. The zipper, you could just create a little rectangle right here. That's just a little handle for the zipper itself. Okay, so there you go. Now let's draw the arms. I'm going to start over here, and it's just a patch of yellow right here, just underneath the shoulder part. Right here goes like this, goes down like that, and then from here goes out again, and just follow the arm and make it look like a patch, like that. And then right here, I'm just going to close that off, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side here. So underneath the shoulder part, goes down like this. Okay, and then across to the back side of the arm. Close off that shape, just like that, and then shape off. Just shape the shoulders, like that. All right. Just gonna erase these lines right there, and what we're gonna do is just create some wrinkles where the fabric sort of folds in the elbow area. Same thing here. Okay, and then we just draw a line going down, or these little lines right here, and then his gauntlets or his gloves just sort of start right there, and then they continue down like that and like that. And then just the little mechanics that are on his glove right here, I'm just going to draw a little patch like this on the side of this glove. And same thing, let's do it on this side. Okay, here's the gauntlet. And then for this one, can draw a little rectangle like that, close it right there, and then just the side, draw a line inside like this, so it looks three-dimensional, and then just lines going down. And then I'm going to end it like that. I'm not going to add any more details to it because, to be honest with you, it's hard to get a good look at it in the show, in the preview that we got. So there is his gauntlets. Now let's finish off Cisco by drawing the patterns on these square diamond patterns he's got here on the chest. We're going to do the exact same thing on the arms, but what we want to do is we want to take those lines, and you want them to bend a little bit and curve according to the shape of his arm. Right here, we don't really worry about it because the chest part is kind of flat, but right here, because it sort of wraps around the arm, we want to bend these lines a little bit more. So as you guys can see here, these lines are straight, but over here, you kind of want to follow the curve of the muscles. It sort of gives them an arm definition if you look at it. Okay, and same thing right here. You want to make sure that they're the same distance, right, from each other. Okay, and then 90 degrees as usual. You want to make squares or diamonds that are on their side, I guess. Okay, here it gets tricky because the fabric is folding. Okay, and then on this side, it's almost kind of like drawing Spider-Man's webbing. There you go. And then right here, I'm just going to draw another outline going around like that right there and right here. So just double up on those lines, but not the outside. Leave this one as one line, but this one, and this one, you double up on. Okay. How's that? I think we've got it. When I ink, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of create where these lines meet the edge. I'm just going to create like a like puffiness to it. So I'm going to make it like this, but not too much, not too much. And I think that's it, you guys. We've got it. that is how you draw Cisco or Vibe from the Flash. Hope you guys enjoyed. And that's all the time that we have today. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you guys are proud of your drawings, please head on over to the Google Plus community and post your artwork there for everybody to enjoy. If you guys are curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have links to those in the description below. And if you guys are feeling like being extra generous, I now have a donate me button that is on my channel. I have official Draw It To swag like t-shirts, mouse pads, and mugs. And I have my own art store. So please head on over to the descriptions to find all of the links to those. Your contributions help a great deal in making sure that I can create stuff like this free of charge for you guys. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you guys subscribe. Here in this channel, I show you how to draw your favorite characters in easy to follow, simple step-by-step instructions. So please hit that subscribe button down below. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you guys liked this video, commented below, or shared this with your friends in social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and on my website, of course, drawit2.com, where you can download a free coloring page of Vibe and all the other coloring pages that I have related to my tutorials in this channel. Again, you guys, links to those are in the description below. And finally, thank you once again, you guys. And as always, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. I'll see you guys in my next video. Oh, excuse me. Oh, man, I'm a little sore. I need to stretch. I got everything in before the battery even ran out.